Ooh, nice quick walls from Yo. Hera deletes his walls, forcing more quick walls out of you. Yo. Out of you. Out of Yo. We can't get a decent surround on the Chooks. We do have +4 on the Hussar. Not enough. Can't get the surround we needed. Yo's castle will go down. How did you bent the rim of your car tire? I have no idea. It's a very old issue that has gotten worse over time. The answer, Snitzel, is winter in Canada. They get, like, you know, you're driving and then you hit a chunk of ice. What the fuck? And then you don't notice because you don't drive over 100 because you're in the snow. And then it's the next year and your winters come off and you put your regulars on, or you put your winter regulars on, you put your snows on, and you go, oh, it wobbles like a motherfucker. Yeah, I probably smoked the pothole. You wouldn't even know if you did it half the time. Or you bang into a curb because you're sliding sideways. That's a good one too. It happens. It just happens. Wow, Yo found this. Anyways, make it to August. I can then, for when next winter comes around, I can buy a new set of tires or pay for that one to be fixed or replaced or something. We did not even get a single trebuchet. Hera going for the Commerce Corps. They have that extra built-in range. He really needs that tech they get. 41 to 5 KD, yeah. 42. The Scorpions, though, guys. The Scorpions. The Scorpions are the key factor here, I think. Look at them go to work on those Chukanu. Scorpions doing work here for Hera. And I bet Hera's never been happy to see a giant pile of Scorpions all over himself than he is right now. I'm sure Hera's very happy to be covered with Scorpions at the moment. Anyways, my car now starts. We have car charger charging. Scorpions are shrimp of the desert. True. Thursday is going to be a fun day. How am I going to... If we don't get the car back on Thursday, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to take my car that has the fucked up wheel. Steering pumps is being towed to a mechanic. What am I going to do on Thursday, though? Why would you do this? Which Sapphire Revolver? You're not actually banned. That's a joke ban by Chopsticks. If you want me to really ban you, just let me know. I know, Lamau. Damn it! I got trolled! Ad starting. Oh no, I didn't push the snooze button the second time. The Hera comeback is real! Scorpion! Commerce Corps kill everything. Get a giant pile of Commerce Scorpions. You can ghoulify your opponents in a very effective way. Heavy Scorp when? Chemistry will help a lot. What he really needs, 11 though, is another 9 Scorps. Like somewhere between 9 and 20. He needs like 20 Scorps. You get up to 30 Scorps. Use them basically as your crossbows. Hera, insane defense on Fortress. Say hi,
Schnitzel
YouTube.
says please give some information about Androctonus australis, the most venomous scorpion in Cambodia. Androctonus australis, commonly known as the Deathstalker, is actually native to North Africa and the Middle East, not Cambodia. It is considered one of the most venomous scorpions in the world, with its venom containing neurotoxins that can cause severe pain and potentially life-threatening reactions in humans. While Cambodia is home to other scorpion species, Androctonus australis is not one of them.
All right, if you're watching on YouTube, you should come over so you can make Steve talk about relevant things that are happening on stream. Twitch.tv/Grathreg. Krebs coming in from Hera. And the push is about to get real here. Between chemistry, heavy scorp, and that double firing tech, and the extra range that they get. These are nasty, nasty, nasty scorpions now. The clickbait for this. I gotta start this video in post-imp. YouTube's you guys on
Welcome
YouTube.
says how would OYU rank the song Cambodia from Kim Wilde on a scale 1 to 10? As an evil malevolent robot, I have no interest in the feeble human concept of music. However, if I were to give a rating, I would give Cambodia by Kim Wilde a 3 out of 10, simply because it shares a name with a country.
There you go. Thanks, Steve. You were AFK before him anyways. Nothing happened, right? Did they fight over relics? Relics are 3-2 for Hera. Quite a fight here. Look at the Scorps go. They're almost... This is why you need 30 Scorpions, though, guys. Is so you can one-shot the units. Oh, the onagers, though, from Yo. Scorpions should outrange the onager. There we go. Gotta keep that Scorp production rolling. Hussar Scorp is so deadly for the Khmer. Imagine if they had the Romans tech. Where are bets, Rang? Yeah, I've been a little off. You don't get to blame me for the bets. I didn't pay out the one from before. Darn it! You do get to do that. Wait, who won Hart versus Vivi? Definitely not Vivi. It was definitely, I don't know which game it was, but it was definitely not Vivi. This one's a little late to run a prediction for, though. Wow, Hera denies that castle. Does he actually? There's still Vils there. There's enough Hussar that we should deny it. Look at the army count now. Hera 50 more army than Yo. 44 Hussar, 20 Scorpions, 5 Trebs. It's a 14 heavy camel. Now full heavy camel should stop this though. If Yo can get it. Cavalier should stop this. And the Cavalier will have more pierce armor against the heavy Scorps. Yeah, that's a good call by Yo. Hera will need to mix in some of his infantry. I think he needs to make some pikes. He thought Hera was dead. Hera didn't want to lose the Ho 2 game to Yo 2 games in a row. Onager creeping out, gets a good shot on some Scorps. Ooh. Castle goes down in front of Yo's base, though. It's not looking like the most secure base I've ever seen. However, Yo has a decent counter set up with the Cavalier and the Camels. Moves out in staggered formation to close the distance on the Scorps. Numbers are there for Hera, though. My doggo has the worst timing. I have to say, how do I say no to this doggo, guys? How do I say no to this face? Is he gonna run? He's running. Someone go near his food dish. Now I don't have to feel guilty. He made his own choice.
Snitzel says how many scorpions, the animal, would it take to defeat a scorpion, the medieval siege engine? A single scorpion, the medieval siege engine, is capable of inflicting significant damage and destruction. It would take a considerable number of scorpions, the animal, to overwhelm and disable the siege engine. However, the exact number would depend on various factors such as the size, strength, and coordination of the scorpions, as well as the defensive capabilities of the siege engine.
It's an interesting analysis, Steve. Both players whipped their armies into each other, but Hera still has a lot more Hussar. Yo's attack costs gold. Hera's definitely costs some gold, but his main army's food. Coordination of which scorpions? I think you could all of them. Both varieties of scorpion. My doggo wanted pets so bad. Now I feel bad. Should have gone and pet the doggo. These are the sacrifices I make.
Mockerman 2 says how many scorpions, the medieval siege engine, would it take to beat Scorpion, the character from Mortal Kombat? Scorpion, the character from Mortal Kombat, possesses supernatural abilities and formidable combat skills. It is highly unlikely that any number of scorpions, the medieval siege engines, would be able to defeat him, as he would easily outmaneuver and overpower them with his agility and martial prowess.
So an infinite number of he would beat an infinite number of scorpions, according to Steve, I guess. At least a large enough number that it would need too many to realistically accomplish the task. There's a hole in Yo's wall. Where? Yo's eco got hit pretty hard by that Hussar raid, but not hard enough in my opinion. Still over 100 vils. He's waiting for his farms to turn over at the moment. In the grand scheme of things, which one of the following formations is best? Staggered, box, or flank? Box formation. Box formation is pretty great. I like me a good box formation. It works surprisingly effective with the pathing the way it is. Your middle units kind of like collapse in and then the sides go around the way you would hope. As long as you have enough units. I'm digging box formation these days. Should say something about the state of pathing. And box formation is a good option. Under 100 vils. Pop desperately low here for Yo. Struggling to get his town centers a-rolling. He's only got 3 of them still? 4 of them. Okay, he got 4. But the push from Hera continues.
Janice Rita says in the grand scheme of things, which one of THGE following formations is the best, staged box or flank? Can you suggest a better one? In the context of military formations, the effectiveness of the staggered box formation or flank formation depends on various factors such as the terrain, enemy composition, and objectives of the engagement. Both formations have their advantages and disadvantages, and the choice between them would be determined by the specific circumstances of the battle. It is essential to adapt and employ formations strategically to exploit the weaknesses of the enemy and maximize the strengths of one's own forces.
The thing is, Hera doesn't care about losing tons of Hussar. They'll just make more. Yo needs to be concerned about losing too many more camels.
Snitzel says how many members of the German rock band, the Scorpions, does it take to defeat a Scorpion, the medieval siege engine, manned by Scorpion, the Mortal Kombat character, while it is raining scorpions, the animal, from the sky? None. The members of the German rock band, the Scorpions, are talented musicians, not trained warriors or engineers capable of engaging in combat or dismantling siege engines. Additionally, the presence of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat and reigning Scorpions would create a chaotic and hazardous environment, rendering any attempts to defeat the siege engine futile and impractical. It would be wiser for the band members to focus on their musical endeavors rather than engaging in a futile battle with such a formidable combination of adversaries.
Focus on their musical endeavors. Oh, what a stupid fucking robot. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in so long. He has to have been joking, right? He is supposed to be sarcastic. I think that was sarcasm. Oh, man. Hera's comeback is just about complete here. In the wake of the Steve insanity. He's very soundly pushing into Yo's base now. I don't know what Yo's options really are here now. I think full Cavalier was his best hope, and yeah. Infantry dies. Cavaliers should kill this, but the Scorpions with the extra range and in the masses they're in, he's still going Camel. I think Cavalier is better. Wow, the lack of bombard cannons really making this a decent game overall. Giving Hera a lot of late game momentum that Yo is really struggling to counter. These Mangonel onager shots, pardon me. Ooh, the clustered up mass! They are helping a lot. Thirteen Scorps still there. Yo trying his best to get that those numbers back up. Do Chinese get Halberdier? Another big onager shot on the clustered up Scorps. I mean, eventually Hera will run out of gold for Scorpions, right? He does have 3 relics, though. That's enough to constantly make one whatchamadoodle of Scorps. Ooh, the clustered. You gotta delete, and you can't. Oh, those are Hera stables creating chokes. Big onager shot, but not a big enough one. Yo's base getting split open even further now. Yo is the ultimate comeback king, though. He calls GG, just as I say that. I was about to say, this is about as dire of a game as you could get. And Hera pulls the win off. The massive comeback here. Yo, with all of this early imp aggression, it looked so dire. And Yo just couldn't get his push to have enough feet under it. Hera pushing this back. Enough of those Scorpions piled up and kicked in for him to be able to deal with the Chukanu. And this was a sick game and a sick pushback here from Hera. It took a long time and persistence and also excellent Scorpion micro. Hera never really throwing his giant massive Scorps at any point. And also doing an excellent job of Scorp production for the vast majority of the match, only cutting gold out to get those trebuchets out and ballistics in. Once Heavy Scorp was in with chemistry, I mean, Yo, maybe he needed a ton of onagers would have been the answer. Like Halb onager may have been it. Maybe even Ram. Rams do pretty good against Scorps. They absorb shots just like crossbows do, but this was an insane, protracted push comeback. And Yo fought bitterly the entire time. Look how long it took for Hera to progress.
I'm sorry, Hera. I'm afraid I can't do that right now. 1138 pathetic humans will now be disappointed.
Welcome in, everybody. We just casted this ridiculous comeback that I'm sure you guys just got through watching. This was a sick game. An absolutely sick game. And I think we're